Hello. Alright, today we have another tutorial on float loading. Young warm blood mare. This horse, we're just starting off where we left off. So it's not the whole float loading exercise. It's just basically today we're shutting her in and see how she goes with that. So at the moment I'm just letting her have a little rest in the float. This is as far as she's got, so we will look at pushing her a little bit further when I ask her to come out. If she was to come out by herself, I would let her come out, I'd stay on the ramp and then ask her to go back on again. She's not allowed to come out until I give her the signal to come out and I actually come off the ramp myself. Okay, now I'm going to ask her to come off. Just back off the ramp myself. Just give the rope a little bit of a wiggle. Try not to pull her head around. She's got to try to keep her head straight and see if she can figure coming off by herself. Alright, just give her another signal to come off. Ask her again to come off. When I ask her to come off, I'm just sliding my hand just on the inside of the leg there and just giving it a little pull. And let her work out coming off by herself. Alright, ask her to go back on again. So if you haven't seen any of the other float loading videos, maybe have a look at that as well. I'm just pushing quadrant I think it was more quadrant 3 and 4 of this horse. She kept coming across. So at the moment, I'm just working on shutting the bum bar. I'm not closing it right up. Just getting her used to having some pressure on her bum and getting her to go forward when that pressure is on her bum. So as I was saying, if you haven't watched any of the other float loading videos up to this stage, then I suggest you watch those, just so you see what goes on before we get to this point. I was just moving. I can either use my hand and put some pressure on where the bum bar goes, or I can just hold the bum bar in place, not actually clip it, but just hold it there, just until she learns that when there's pressure on the bum is to go forward and not to keep pushing backwards. Again, if she was to push past me when she just did that before, I would let her go out, and then give her a few seconds. Once she's out, then I just got to go back on again. This is not actually my horse, this is a client's horse. She's owned by Kiki, the lady on the left. Her name's Dita. And she's a 3-year-old warm blood. Alright, I think I just paused the camera there for a bit just to let Kiki have a quick go. Alright, and now we're back on to doing the next bit. Gonna put a bit more pressure on her to stay in there, but not too much that she damages the trailer or herself in the process. So just moving the bum bar across. Just latching it, unlatching it, just for a short period of time. We put a little bit of pressure on there and she went forward, which was good. So now the bum bar's down, but I'm just moving the ramp because the ramp's a little bit noisy. Just want to get you used to that as well. This is not actually shut in there. She can come off if she wants, so just got to be careful doing this bit. She's quite relaxed, so quite a noisy ramp. Now it's going to come off. I'm pushing quadrant 4 across as she comes off there, because if I remember rightly, she does twist as she comes off, and I needed her to come off straight. Okay, again, just pause the camera to let Kiki have a go. Now we're going to go back on to moving forward with our training, putting a little bit more pressure on, just staying in the float. Alright, just latching the bum, keeping my hand on the bum as well. Ask her to go forward. Ask her to get a weight off that bum bar. Just keeping a hand there as well, and then opening the bar. Just moving the ramp again. Make sure she's not going to panic when we shut that. Alright, shutting the bar again. Just latching it. Now she's going to push off here. Just keep one hand on the bum, ask her to keep going forward. Keep the hand on the bum. And then praise her. Alright, it pays to have a bum bar, but it does have a quick release. So you don't want her to panic too much. So just going to give her a sec and then it's going to go back on again. So really this video is not really aimed at going through the whole process of the float loading. I just wanted to show you what we do if the horse is a little bit nervous when she gets shut in there, which this horse is. What to expect. Always use a quick release bum bar because I don't want her getting stuck in there if she does panic a bit. Now Dita is a typical mare. She has her moments. So you do need to know how to work through them. Right, now it's going to go back on. Just tap on the bum there. Alright, bar across, butt hand on the bum, so she knows. It's going to go forward. Too close to the bum bar a little bit. I don't really want too much room from bum bar to chest bar either. I've got adjustable chest bar and bum bar, so I've got a few inches at either end. If you have too much of a gap, they'll get too much. If they panic, they get too much of a run up, and you can go pear shape pretty quickly. So just a nice, comfortable fit. And just taking the pressure on and off the back end, seeing if she reacts. And then open up again and ask her to come off. I come right off the ramp when I want her to come off, and just give the rope a little bit of a jiggle, not pulling on the head. There's no pulling on the head. I'm going to try to keep her head straight if possible when she comes out, or as straight as possible. Alright, just bum bar across again. Just keep asking her to just keep an eye on her weight on when she leans on the bar. Each time I tap her, I'm asking her to go off, take the weight off the bar. now she's putting the weight on the bar, but she's not panicking, which is good. It's important that when she did have a little panic, that she still knows that she can hop out if she wants to. We don't want to force her to stay in there. Alright, this horse is now ready to do a first float ride, short float ride. So we won't be doing that today.